The message arrived on Earth at sunrise, but the warning inside it felt darker than night. Every satellite, every military base, and every communication tower across the planet detected the same incoming signal. It came from deep space, far beyond the colonies, far beyond the borders humans usually explored. The signal was official. It carried the seal of the Galactic Council, the highest authority of the known universe. For the first time in many years, Earth was being summoned. Inside the United Earth Command building, alarms flashed silently while officers rushed between screens. The message kept repeating on every channel: Earth is required to appear before the Galactic Council. Immediate explanation demanded. No reason. No context. Only pressure. General Marcus Hale, the appointed representative of Earth, stood in front of the huge holographic display. He was calm on the outside, but his mind tried to understand why the Council wanted them so urgently. Earth did not start any fights. Earth did not invade anyone. Earth barely explored outside their region. So why this sudden anger? Commander Rhea Lawson, second in command, walked beside him. Sir, the Council calls this a level red summons. They only do this when they believe someone broke interstellar law. Marcus frowned. And they think it was us? No idea, she whispered. But the tone, it feels like they already decided we are guilty. Outside the building, the sky was clear, but the world felt heavy. News channels reported the message. People panicked. Some believed Earth was going to be punished. Others believed aliens were coming to attack. Fear spread faster than truth. But Marcus did not have time to think about public fear. The Council demanded his presence in person. He had only one choice: go. Within hours, the human starship Resolute launched from Earth and began its long jump toward the Council's central world. The ship was small compared to alien vessels, but it carried something more powerful: human determination. As the Resolute traveled through hyperspace, Marcus prepared his defense. He reviewed data from every corner of human space. He checked fleet logs, colony reports, and scientific missions. There was nothing, no accident, no weapon use, no suspicious movement. Humans had done nothing wrong. So why was the Council acting like Earth had committed a crime? When they arrived at the Council's central world, the sight alone could silence any human. The station was massive, built like a floating city of metal, light, and alien engineering. Hundreds of species walked its halls. Ships of every size orbited it like glowing insects around a moon. The moment Marcus stepped out, he felt the stares. Aliens watched him with cold, judgmental eyes. Some whispered to each other. Others moved away as if humans carried a disease. The atmosphere was not welcoming. It was hostile. Commander Rhea whispered, "They look angry." "No," Marcus replied quietly. "They look ready to blame us." The Council chamber was larger than a stadium. Thousands of alien leaders sat in arranged circles, forming layers of color and light. In the center was a single platform, Earth's position. Every eye rested on Marcus as he stepped onto it. The Council speaker, a tall, glowing being with crystal-like skin, finally spoke. His voice echoed through the hall. "Representative of Earth," he said, "you stand before the Council to answer for the destruction in Sector L-47. Entire colonies vanished. Ships were turned to dust. Evidence leads to one conclusion. Your species is responsible." Gasps filled the chamber. Marcus felt the weight of every stare pressing on him. He kept his voice firm. "Earth has no fleets in that region. We have no reason to attack anyone." A reptilian leader hissed loudly. "Then explain the human energy traces found on the wreckage." Marcus looked around slowly. No fear. No hesitation. "Before Earth is blamed," he said, "I ask the Council one question. If humans had truly attacked, why did we not claim responsibility? Why would we hide it? Humans do not start wars quietly. Whispers spread. Some aliens seemed confused. Some became angry. Some waited. Marcus pressed a button on his device. A large hologram appeared above the chamber. This was his only chance to change everything. Before you accuse humanity, Marcus said clearly, you should see who really attacked your colonies. The room instantly froze. Every alien eye widened. And the truth was finally about to begin. The hologram flickered for a moment, and then the entire chamber went silent. Every alien leader, every guard, every advisor turned their eyes toward the projection floating above Marcus. What they saw did not match their expectations. It did not match anything they believed about Earth. The image showed a dark region of space. No stars. No signals. No known routes. Only a cold emptiness where nothing should exist. A thin mist drifted through the void like smoke from an invisible fire. This recording, Marcus said, was taken by a human scout ship 6 months ago. At that time, the crew believed it was only a strange anomaly. The crowd listened, confused but curious. The video continued. Suddenly, a shadow moved through the mist, slow, silent, almost invisible. It had no lights, no structure, and no identifiable shape. It absorbed light rather than reflected it. The chamber filled with a soft gasp from a dozen species. "What is that?" a blue-feathered alien whispered in fear. The hologram zoomed in. The shadow unfolded, spreading like wings made of darkness. Tendrils of energy flickered along its surface, energy that did not match any council technology. The creature, or ship, or whatever it was, drifted toward a human outpost. This, Marcus explained, is the same signature found in Sector L-47. Not human. Not any known species. The chamber erupted into murmurs, hissing, and tapping claws. Some aliens shouted accusations. Others demanded more proof. The council speaker raised a glowing hand. Silence returned. "Continue, representative of Earth." Marcus nodded. The hologram switched to a second recording. This time, the shadow creature attacked. It did not fire beams or missiles. Instead, its body expanded like liquid darkness, wrapping around a human research outpost. Lights on the outpost flickered and died. The metal structure collapsed inward, crumbling as if time itself had speeded up. Orbiting drones tried to scan the entity, but their signals were swallowed whole. The creature pulsed once, almost like breathing, and then vanished into nothing. The outpost, once full of life, was gone. "This is what destroyed your colonies," Marcus said. "Not Earth." A thick silence lay over the chamber. No one moved. No one spoke. Finally, the council speaker leaned forward. "Humans detected this threat. Why did you not inform the council?" Marcus kept his voice steady. "We tried. We sent 27 messages. But Earth's warnings were labeled as low priority. None were reviewed." Dozens of alien faces shifted in shame or discomfort. Commander Rhea stepped forward and pressed another command. A timeline appeared in the air, showing every message Earth had sent, ignored, pushed aside, or delayed. The reptilian leader who had accused Earth earlier hissed angrily. But this time, his anger was not at Marcus. "You mean, we blamed the wrong species?" he growled. Marcus nodded. "Earth was investigating quietly because we had no proof. Now we do. And the creature has already reached council space." A purple-skinned alien with long horns stood up, trembling slightly. "Are you suggesting this entity is still active?" "Yes," Marcus answered. "And it moves through shadows. It destroys worlds without warning. And it leaves one thing behind." He enlarged a final image. Wreckage from Sector L-47. Black dust. Empty metal. Strange energy lines across the ground. And embedded in the debris, glowing faintly, was a symbol, one no one in the galaxy recognized. A cold shiver ran through the chamber. The council speaker looked deeply troubled. This species, this weapon, whatever it is, has the power to erase entire colonies without detection. Marcus spoke clearly, each word carrying weight. Earth has been studying its patterns. And if we are correct, it is heading toward your core worlds. Shock swept the chamber like a wave. For the first time since the meeting began, aliens looked at humans not with suspicion, but with fear. Not fear of humans. Fear of what humans already knew. The speaker's voice trembled faintly. Why would this creature destroy everything in its path? Marcus replied simply, we do not know. But we know one thing. He pressed a final button. A map of the galaxy appeared. Red lines traced the creature's path. The lines pointed directly toward the council's capital. And time is running out. The chamber felt colder now. Dozens of alien leaders who were loud and confident minutes ago now sat frozen like statues. The galaxy had blamed humans, mocked humans, warned humans, yet it was Earth that already understood the real danger. And Marcus was not done showing the truth. He pressed another switch. A new hologram flickered into the air, this one bright, sharp, and full of movement. Human warships, dozens of them, flew in formation through a dark region of space. A long gasp spread across the chamber. Impossible, whispered a silver-scaled ambassador. These are Earth fleets, but they are outside their allowed borders. Marcus finally let the room absorb the shock. Yes, he said. Earth sent fleets beyond our territory. Without permission. Without council approval. The hall rumbled with angry voices, but Marcus raised a hand. And we did it to protect this galaxy. The council speaker tightened his grip on the glowing staff. You violated our laws. Marcus replied firmly, your laws were too slow. This creature moves in shadows. We chased it while the council argued in meetings. Commander Rhea stepped forward, activating a new playback. It showed a human battle group launching missiles into a dark cloud. The target was invisible until their torpedoes hit it. When the creature revealed itself, black wings of smoke, tendrils of living shadow, the entire council flinched. A furry alien trembled. How did your ship survive this? Rhea answered, we learned something. These creatures avoid bright energy. Our weapons forced it back. It fled. The speaker leaned closer. Fled, where? Rhea looked straight into his glowing eyes. Toward this region. Toward you. The chamber shifted from anger to pure fear. Leaders whispered about emergency evacuations, defenses, shields. Some argued the council should cut borders and sacrifice outer colonies. Others wanted to call in every fleet to protect the capital. Marcus shook his head. You cannot run. Your fleets are too slow. Your scanners cannot track it. Your weapons do not affect it. You will lose everything long before your defenses are ready. The speaker's crystal skin dimmed slightly. Then what hope do we have? Marcus looked around the room. For the first time, he stood taller, not because he was proud, but because humanity finally had a voice. A voice the galaxy had ignored for too long. Earth does not want to rule, he said quietly. Earth does not want war. But humans have faced impossible threats many times. And we survive because we act when others hesitate. He clicked again. A final recording appeared. This time, the imagery was different. It showed a massive human ship, larger than any the council believed Earth possessed. Its metal hull was layered with reinforced armor. Its engines glowed like burning suns. Dozens of cannons pointed outward. This ship was not built for patrol. It was built for a last stand. What is that? A winged alien whispered. Marcus exhaled slowly. This is the Earthbreaker. Our first Deep Space Command ship. It leads the fleet now positioned between the unknown creature and your worlds. A ripple of disbelief shot through the chamber. Until this day, the council believed humans were far behind in fleet development. But here was proof humanity had grown in silence. Proof Earth did not brag. Earth prepared. Rhea added, "Our ship is engaging the creature as we speak." A new feed opened. It showed the Earthbreaker firing wide-range energy pulses into the void. Each pulse lit the darkness, revealing the creature's shifting body. Every time light touched it, the creature pulled back but grew larger and more aggressive. A hush fell over the room. Every alien leader stared at the battle in terror. Humans were fighting the creature alone. Not for glory. Not for territory. Not for revenge. For them. For the same council that blamed Earth. For the same species that dismissed Earth's warnings. Marcus closed the feed. The last image was the Earthbreaker holding its line alone against the spreading darkness. He looked at the council and spoke with a steady voice. Humanity is out there buying you time. We do not ask for rewards. We only ask you to finally understand who the real enemy is. The chamber was silent. No leader dared to speak. No one dared to move. For the first time in history, the galaxy saw humanity's real strength. Not their weapons. Not their ships. But their courage. And their willingness to stand alone in the dark. The council chamber felt different now. A weight had settled over every species sitting within its glowing tiers. Their faces carried fear, doubt, and something they had never felt toward Earth before, respect. Marcus stood silently on the center platform, waiting for the leaders to speak. But no one wanted to be the first. No one wanted to admit they were wrong. They had accused Earth, judged Earth, and threatened Earth, yet humanity had been fighting their real enemy all along. Finally, the council speaker stood, his crystal body dimming with shame. Representative of Earth, we have made terrible mistakes. His voice echoed through the vast chamber. We ignored your warnings. We dismissed your messages. We believed humans were reckless and dangerous, when it is we who turned blind. Marcus did not respond. He waited. Because the galaxy needed to speak first. Another alien leader rose, a tall being with layered wings. We mocked humans for their speed. Their boldness. Their instinct to react. But now we understand those traits kept Earth alive. A reptilian general followed. His voice was low and rough. We believed humans were impatient. But now we see they are decisive. One by one, the leaders stood. Dozens of species. Some angry with themselves. Some humbled. Some shaking with fear. We accused you of crimes, one said. We believed you attacked us, said another. We questioned your loyalty, whispered a third. Marcus finally raised his head. Earth did not come here for apology, he said softly. Earth came because the galaxy is in danger. The speaker nodded. Yes. And that danger grows. He pointed toward the dark hologram still glowing above them. Red lines, like spreading cracks, moved across the map. The creature was drifting through space, slow but unstoppable. It fed on darkness. It erased light. It grew stronger with every star it consumed. How do we stop this enemy? The speaker asked. Marcus took a breath. This was the moment Earth had been leading toward. You do not stop it with fear, he said. You stop it by standing together. The chamber went silent again. Some aliens exchanged worried looks. Others seemed ready to disagree. But Marcus continued before they could speak. Earth has ships. We have technology. We have experience fighting this shadow. But we cannot save the galaxy alone. A short pause. But the galaxy also cannot survive without us. Those words struck deep. Every leader in the chamber felt it. The truth was simple: humanity had become the shield that stood between the council and destruction. Commander Rhea stepped forward with a data pad. Our fleet is holding the creature at the border, but not for long. We need backup. We need resources. We need collaboration. A horned ambassador raised a hand slowly. What do you ask of us? Marcus looked around the entire hall, meeting every eye. That Earth be treated as an equal, he said. Not a child species. Not an outsider. Not a threat. But a partner. A wave of whispers filled the chamber. Equal status. Shared power. Shared command. This was something no one had ever offered humanity before. The speaker raised his staff, and the hall fell quiet. The council will vote now. The lights dimmed. A soft hum filled the chamber as thousands of votes were cast through glowing devices. The galaxy was making a choice, not with fear, but with truth. After a moment, the speaker read the result. By full majority, Earth is granted strategic authority. Your fleet will lead the defense of our galaxy. The hall erupted, not in cheers, but in something stronger. Acceptance. Unity. A new beginning. Marcus bowed his head. Humanity had not been seeking power. Humanity had been seeking trust. Now they had it. Rhea brought up one final display. It showed the Earthbreaker, still fighting in the depths of space, still holding the line. Pieces of dark matter clung to its hull. The creature grew larger in the distance. But humanity did not run. Humanity never ran. Marcus looked at the council. Our ship fights alone right now. Let us change that. The speaker raised his staff high. Then we shall fight with you. A powerful moment filled the hall. Fleets from across the galaxy prepared to move. Humans and aliens united for the first time in history. As Marcus and Rhea left the chamber, the windows showed the galaxy outside, full of stars, full of danger, full of hope. The final line whispered across the narrator's voice. Humanity spoke, and the stars listened. For the first time, the galaxy did not fear the dark, because Earth stood at the front.